Guarding Julius Randle, who has had his own MVP caliber season for the Knicks.
There are officials. Tony Brothers, our crew chief, and defending the three-point shot as both teams come up empty.
Yeah, and the irony of that, though, it was their offense that won the three battles head-to-head with Atlanta.
First playoff experience for Julius Randle, which is hard to believe at this stage of his career, 7 years in, as Atlanta finally gets its first points with Trae Young, who's also on the postseason stage. So huge and instrumental for the Knicks down the stretch of the season.
Yeah, and that's going to be a question and a concern as Trae continues, gets to that mid-range, able to knock that jumper down.
Randle baseline jumper won't go. What a matchup between Randle and DeAndre Hunter. We know how good Hunter has been at that end of the floor. Here is Young, a little bit short, and a rebound by Barrett. Tough little floater from Elfrid Payton, his first take. And both teams a little bit off. Here comes Young, lobbing inside to Capella.
Yeah, and also not allowing him those unabated attacks at the rim. And how about Atlanta able to get an offensive rebound there? And Capella with the putback.
Knicks third in the league this season in three-point percentage. But overall so far, they're 2 of 13. Up top, it's Young. Beautiful dime. And it's thrown down by John Collins. The Knicks, GA, have not had many second-chance opportunities.
And credit Atlanta. That was a point of emphasis for them in terms of their scouting and preparation. And when you're struggling to make shots get to the rim, that's what the Knicks are starting to do here. But the Hawks are starting to heat up from beyond.
They're within 4.
And this is where, if you're Trae Young, it's time for you to kind of get going.
What a big win for the Bucks in that opener, and Portland in Denver trying to take a stranglehold lead in that series as they play on the road in Denver. Offensive rebound, Capella, we told you, led the league in both overall rebounds and offensive. Into the corner, Collins, and he hits a 3 again.
For the folks watching, wondering, well, why haven't the Knicks come back with their starters? That's exactly why, because it's been the impact of that bench that's gotten them back into it.
Rose drives and finishes. Derrick Rose again wanted a foul.
Rose invincible off the dribble.
Unstoppable, taking it to the rim early on.
So is this guy.
Young misses. Young the rebound.
Young averages 4 pounds to go with 25 points.
But you can also space the paint, and that's what Capella does so well. This is fun.
Trae Young into the paint, turned back. Looked like Noel.
Yeah, Payton started the game, short leash for him. He was pulled right away.
Alley up to Collins, throws it down. What a great pass from Young. And Collins has 12 points.
There's Jamal Crawford. Someone who knows what this place feels like. Former Knick. Trae Young from way outside. Randle enters the lane outside Barrett. That's a 3, no. Back of the rim and the rebound by Young. Young, a transition 3. Randle enters the lane outside Barrett. That's a 3, no. Back of the rim and the rebound by Young. Young, a transition 3. So we begin the third quarter. Here's Elfrid Payton. Didn't play much, as has usually been the case after getting the start in the first half. A little bit short. 11 points, 6 assists, and that was his 3rd rebound of the night. On the wing for Hunter. Mid-range jumper. High archer is good.
Because this is what this series is shaping up to be. It potentially could be a 7-gamer.
Oh, despite Randle's struggles, the Knicks are only down 2. Young barely nicks the front end of the rim.
And right now, the Knicks are controlling the pace and the tempo of this game. And Trae Young there with that beautiful floater and to get his guys going.
Tough shot at the rim by Payton, and the rebound underneath by Collins. Here comes Young all the way to the cup. Trae Young putting him on his back. The other thing you mentioned during the break, Atlanta playing at a little bit faster pace.
Yes. Yeah,
something that Dave McMillan mentioned to us early.
Yeah, I think they have to, and here you go again. I think it's to the advantage of the Knicks if you're playing the last 7 seconds of the shot clock.
Trae Young has scored the last 6 for Atlanta. Here he comes, turning the corner, going glass. Only guy in the league as he just sort of averaged those numbers on the season. What a comeback season it's been for Noel. Three-pointer won't go.
Barrett not settling for the threes after he missed those first two. Got his rhythm by getting to the rim and then had the presence to finish up over the top on bogey.
They've got to get Randall going, Mike.
Reggie Bullock for three. Taj Gibson almost had it, still fighting, but Trae Young.
Capella, with any playoff experience, how would they handle this set of circumstances? As Young with the rebound, out to Gallinari for the three, no. Rebound Gibson. Capella, with any playoff experience, how would they handle this set of circumstances? As Young with the rebound, out to Gallinari for the three, no. Rebound Gibson.
Free throws, 3 and 4 the first time that Trae's gone to the line in this game. That's his 20th point.
Glad I agree with you. They were not going to overturn that.
No.
So the Knicks keep their challenge. Young hits his first 2 free throws of the night.
Finished there by Alec Burks.
Here comes Young. Tough pass for Capella. Atlanta turns it over.
You know, the guy's up in a shooting motion. Just a savvy veteran play by Trae Young.
Idolized CP3 as a kid during Chris Paul's time with the Thunder. What a player this young man has become. Burks averaged better than 20 points over his last 3 games of the regular season. Tonight, 21 points, 7 of 9 shooting in 21 minutes off the bench. An atmosphere it's been at Madison Square Garden. 15,000, largest crowd to witness one of the biggest pieces of this Knicks team under Tom Thibodeau.
And then they give him the responsibility of guarding the other team's best player.
Capella on a tough catch in traffic. The Knicks in Atlanta finished with identical records. The Knicks winning the tiebreaker. Randall a little bit short.
And the only important element of that is, does it affect how he plays rest of the game? How about that pass?
Bogdanovich. That's a three-point jack.
That shouldn't dissuade you from making plays with the basketball.
Here comes Young behind the back. This is Hunter. That's a three. We come up on the final 2 minutes. Atlanta with possession and a 2-point lead. Young and Rose got a piece of it.
On cue, able to answer.
Young turns the corner, hits the floater, and he's got a chance at a 3-point play.
But if you're Trae Young, you'll take it.
Trae Young, final 9 games of the season, hit the 30-point mark. Burks with maybe the biggest night of his NBA career. Especially when you consider the stakes. Young turns it over. Their first taste of the NBA playoffs, and they are coming tonight. Rose the drive and kick. Burks. Rare miss. Fight for it. It's taken by Young. 30 seconds left.
The Knicks during the regular season, and is going to have a chance to hit that mark here potentially tonight. And he's also given his team some confidence, knowing that they've got one of those guys that can make plays and free throws defensively on the point. Let's see how they play this.
Here is Young, finds his spot. Young on the floater, puts it in. Trae Young with a miraculous shot.